News first on PNC. The CCU and the PUC still remain at odds over the future of renewable energy on Guam. PNC's Tim McHenry was at an earlier CCU working session where the CCU and PUC had an impromptu discussion on phase 2 of GPA's renewable energy project. Here's more.
Guam Power Authority General Manager John Benavente said at a Tuesday CCU meeting that he does not recommend moving forward with more renewable energy on Guam until one stipulation is met: more battery storage.
If I may, I do not recommend any more renewables or energy storage, because looking at the system and what we have.
Benavente says that GPA is delaying awarding the bid until he can figure out a way to have the bidders include battery storage in their bids. He says that without battery storage, a marriage between renewable energy on Guam and traditional power plants is dangerous as it currently stands. He says that because of the fluctuation with solar energy throughout the day, GPA's already overworked power plants have to even out that fluctuation, putting a massive strain on an already overworked system. This topic created an impromptu discussion between CCU Commissioner Simon Sanchez and PCU Chairman Jeff Johnson over costs of renewable energy storage.
Can I ask you before you leave? So,
you want to ask something?
If these bids don't include battery support, should we award them because of what's going on with the system?
Sanchez asked Johnson who will be paying for the added expense of including battery storage to any future renewable projects. Sanchez says the cost would ultimately make the bids higher, which would affect ratepayers. Johnson, however, with the agreement of Benavente, says the rise in costs associated with adding batteries would be minimal.
We're talking about a relatively small battery overall and less cost.
Yeah,
what we're proposing
I think my calculation is somewhere between 1 to 2 cents.
6 months ago, in May, when GPA issued the bids for Phase 2, they did not ask to include batteries as a requirement for awarding Phase 2. Chairman Jeff Johnson says at this point, regardless of whether battery storage would be included, some kind of award needs to be done to prevent losing a valuable tax credit.
So I would be in favor of obviously awarding at least some phase 2.
For PNC News, I'm Tim McHenry.
And the top 2 bidders right now to win the award for the next stage of GPA's renewables is Phase 1 winner NRG and SunEdison. If the bid is not awarded by the end of the year, the bids would become substantially more expensive.